27 News WKOW. Here's what's happening right now.
Well, just in time for kids to go back to school, teachers in Madison start getting COVID-19 vaccinations today, when health officials hope they can have all MMSD teachers vaccinated.
Plus, families are overjoyed as new CDC guidelines explain what's safe to do once you've been vaccinated.
We've got you covered. This is 27 News. Wake up, Wisconsin.
A very good morning to all of you on this Tuesday, March 9th, starting your day off with a look at the state capitol in downtown Madison. It is going to be a great day to get outside once again, so make sure you're taking advantage of it if you can. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Nick Buffo.
And I'm Rebecca Rively, along with Catherine Noel. 27 News time is 6 o'clock. You might need that light vest. All right, we'll stay tuned for that. Thanks, Catherine. Today, hundreds of teachers in Madison will be eligible to get COVID-19 vaccines at the Alliant Energy Center. Last week, during a teach-out at multiple MMSD schools, news came down that teachers were getting vaccinated today. Recently, President Biden announced that he wanted K through 12 teachers to have at least one dose of the vaccine by the end of the month. Public Health Madison and Dane County says the vaccinations at the Alliant Energy Center will run through this week. They're hoping that they have enough vaccine supply so that all teachers, school staff, and child care workers can be vaccinated by March 12th.
Meanwhile, Baraboo High School will host a clinic for teachers and staff in the Baraboo, Lodi, and Wisconsin Dells districts today. Priority staff at MMSD can get the shot at a special clinic on Friday. Teachers' vaccinations are coming just in time since today MMSD kindergartners can return for in-person classes. For some kids, this will be their first time ever stepping foot into a classroom. Parents and MMSD staff will be doing what they can to nurture the emotional well-being of students, since the experience of school may be new and confusing to them, especially after being virtual for so long.
We're giving our students grace, giving our children grace, because we are figuring out a new way of learning together.
Jackson encourages parents and teachers to have patience with themselves. And coming up in our 6:30 half hour of Wake Up Wisconsin, we will be talking with MMSD Superintendent Dr. Carlton Jenkins about what the district is doing to make sure students and teachers feel safe today.
27 News time is 6:03. Today, the Mung Institute is putting on a coronavirus vaccine clinic to vaccinate the community. They're working with the Benevolent Specialist Project to provide free vaccines to Southeast Asian adults 65 and older. The clinic is scheduled from 9:30 in the morning through noon at the Life Center on Femright Drive in Madison. Nearly 1 in 5 people in Wisconsin have had at least one vaccine dose already. 1 in 10 are fully vaccinated.
Those vaccines are making a difference. State health officials are reporting no new deaths today for the first time in more than a week. As you can see here, 255 people are in the hospital. That is 32 fewer than a week ago. And 6,500 people have COVID-19 right now, but that is down from 800 just a week ago.
Across the country, more than 29 million cases of COVID have been reported. That's according to Johns Hopkins University. But at the same time, 30 million Americans are now fully vaccinated. Declines in the infection rates seem to have stopped, but with more than 30 million Americans fully vaccinated, that's still less than 10% of the country's population.
Meanwhile, there are still a lot of questions about the vaccine, so tomorrow we will be answering some of them live on 27 News at 6. Make sure you email your questions to us at gettinganswers@WKOW.com to have your question answered during that live broadcast.
The CDC's new guidance says it's safe for fully vaccinated grandparents to see their family in person again, even if family members aren't vaccinated. The agency says the visits can happen indoors and without masks or physical distancing. Elisa Sleep says that she was elated when she heard the news. Her 3 children haven't seen their grandparents in person for months.
I think that a lot of people are at that point where we want to be cautious, but we also want to be able to start seeing loved ones and to be able to have some of those normal life looks back that we kind of took for granted until this year.
Sleep's family is planning an in-person reunion for later this month. And she says, though the past year was challenging, she is thankful technology was able to keep her family connected when in-person visits weren't possible.
After a setback, the man accused of killing George Floyd will still head to trial. Coming up, what's set to happen in a Minneapolis courtroom today.
Plus, the U.S. House is voting on the COVID relief bill today. How soon you could be getting a stimulus check. 27 News Time is 6:06. You're watching Wake Up Wisconsin.